I just got back from an exhibition of my art and I am fucking high. I can't even tell you how high I am. I mean, it was just this little gallery. It's not like it's any big deal, right? But I am written up in all the papers that matter, and I am labeled as the next new and upcoming thing. Now let me tell you, I know that doesn't mean anything. I know that I can be the next upcoming thing today, and nobody and no one tomorrow, and everybody's forgotten who I am, what my name is, what my color story is, and why they thought I was so cool to begin with. But it's a start, and if I capitalize on it, and if I keep going, guess what? I am going to be the next upcoming thing. And I'm not going to be the next upcoming thing. I am going to be the thing, the it girl, the it artist, the one that everybody knows about, everybody sees, everybody hears, because they know my name, they know my color story, they know that I like to paint my passion, paint my sorrow, and they admire me for my bravery. Okay, so this is what gets me high, because today it's a small gallery, tomorrow it's the freaking MoMA, okay? It's the Met, it's the whatever, it's the museums that everybody knows about, that people look at me and they think she's never gonna be there. But you know what? They never thought I was gonna be here either. They never thought that I would be in Brand X. Oh yeah, Brand X, it's a little paper put out by the LA Times. No, it ain't the LA Times, but it is an affiliate and a subsidiary, and let me tell you, that is just the beginning, because I've got a publicist. Now, I don't pay my publicist anything right now because she believes that I am the next big thing, so she does my work for free. Now, I did give her a very nice painting piece of my work, one thing that she fell in love with, and she's got it hanging in front of her bedroom, and it is like an altar, and she loves it. So let me tell you, I think it's pretty amazing when a publicist who people know about decides that she's gonna give you her work for free because she believes so much in your ass that she is gonna hold you up, having nothing but a piece of art that you made. And people get all excited and they tell me, well, how much do you think your art is worth? And I say, how much is your soul worth? Because that's what you see in my art, okay? My soul is in my freaking art. If you can't see that, if you can't tell that, then maybe you are in the wrong fucking place, buddy, okay? Because I've got these posers, these hipsters, they come, they look, they don't know what they're looking at, they don't know what they're seeing, they're hitting everybody around them, they're starting to get involved in the story, they're thinking, oh yeah, she is the next big thing. But when I say to them, what do you see in this painting, they don't have anything of their own to say, because they've been feeding it on the words, the thoughts, the questions, the answers of everybody around them. But when you ask them, they've got nothing in their own noggins, nothing to speak, nothing to say. They're not really poets or artists, they're just passers-by, feeling the need to be hip and ride along on the hip sway. And you know what? I don't care about being hip, but I care about being known, because if I'm known, then I can make my living as an artist. I don't have to do anything else. I can work away in my loft with my big canvases and not have to wonder how I'm gonna pay for the next meal, how I'm gonna buy new underwear because my dog ate all the crotches of all my current ones. I don't have to worry about any of that because I know that my art is taking care of me. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I want to know. And not only that, I want to know that people, they feed off my art, because art isn't meant to be somewhere in a closet, locked away, shut down under window frames and curtains, waiting for someone to come discover it. No, it's meant to be out into the world, seen. And how do you get it seen if you're not known? So you start out in small galleries, small galleries. You build word of mouth. You contact people. You start to build a following, and then you know you rely upon the grace of God, because nothing happens without the grace of God. Okay, the grace of God comes down, lights upon you, and suddenly you are the next big thing. And you know on some level that it has nothing to do with you, and yet everything to do with you. And yes, that is an apparent contradiction, and yet if you are an artist, you understand what I am talking about, okay? Because it is within the contradiction that the art comes about, because art is not simple. If anyone thinks that they can tell you, they can explain, they can ease you into it, then it's really not art, is it? Because if it's so simple that it doesn't touch some part of you that you can't even explain. Alice Walker, for instance, if you have ever read The Temple of My Familiar, I have read that book, I have loved that book, I have embraced that book. But when someone asks me what that book is about, I can't even tell them, because it touched so many parts of me that I don't even know how to bring it all into one cohesive thing. And that's the thing with art. It touches your soul, it touches your heart. That's how you know it works. You don't have to even be able to describe to someone why you like it, what you think about it. it, what kind of story it's telling. Really, what the greatest compliment an artist can hear is, you touched me. You touched something inside of me that I wasn't able to touch myself, that maybe I've been walking around for the last decade not in touch with. You brought me in touch with myself, in touch with my inner spirit, in touch with my inner God. And let me tell you, that's the most I can hope for as an artist. That's one of the biggest compliments I can receive, is that I brought you into yourself. See, because I'm not trying to bring you out into the world. I'm not trying to make a statement, if you will. I am trying to bring every person that comes in touch with my art into some aspect of themselves that they have forgotten, some long lost piece of their soul that is floating around waiting to be recognized. Okay, maybe it is laughter. Maybe you look at a piece of my art and something about it reminds you of that memory you had when you were 5 years old, and oh my God, it was the most free you've ever felt, the most fun you've ever felt. You had no thoughts about what you couldn't do. Everything was possible. And maybe it takes you back to that place, or maybe it takes you back to the place when love first bloomed, and you look at that painting and you see the magenta and the burgundy and the various shades of red, and you feel within yourself a blossom that you haven't felt maybe in the last 10 decades. Okay, maybe that's going a bit far, but I am an artist. I like to use hyperbole. So you see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that my art brings you into yourself, and if it does, then it doesn't matter if I'm the next big thing except for my own self, so that I can continue to create and bring you back to yourself. But what matters is that I brought you in touch with some part of yourself that you thought long lost, that maybe you have no recognition even existed, but through my art, through what you saw on that canvas, something about it just bubbled within you, and suddenly you find yourself, maybe you're angry, maybe you've been out of touch with your anger, maybe you've been blocking it away saying you're not an angry person. What the fuck is there to be angry about, right? But suddenly you find yourself watching my painting, feeling it, and you feel within yourself this geyser of pure anger start to bubble up and spew out, and you think, fuck this girl, who does she think she is, exposing me to my anger that I don't even have? What is this anger? But deep down you've been blocking it, stuffing it like a gun muzzle, right? But suddenly a piece of my art allows you to explode and allow it all to come free, and then you're free of it. You've explored your anger. But maybe it's sadness, it's that great grief that you never explored because it was too difficult, because you knew that opening the doors would release the floodgates and you'd never escape. A piece of my art allows those floodgates to gently open and allow the flood to come out, and it's not so scary as you think because it needed to be released, and now you are free to experience the day-to-day life. See, that's what I love about art. My art is that it allows you to free yourself, to come into a state of being that maybe you've never been in that state of being before, and now suddenly you are more yourself than you have ever been, and that is what art offers.